But since you're going to be practicing this technique for the rest of your life, a little bit every single day from now on, don't worry, you'll get there. There's no rush. Just keep practicing on little stuff at first. Eventually, you'll get so good at this technique that it'll go from just the mundane little stuff that you let go to like big existential letting goes. And eventually, what we're trying to get you to is getting you to the point where you let go of needing to be alive. You stop caring if you're alive. That's the key thing you want to let go. Eventually, you will let go of your life story. You will let go of self-involvement. You will let go of thinking and internal dialogue. You will let go of worrying and fear. You will let go of physical pain. You will let go of major attachments to people and things in your life. Like you'll let go of your entire career. You'll let go of your business. You'll even let go of things like your health and your physical appearance. And you will have to let these things go. You see, you don't really have a choice in the matter because you will lose absolutely everything that you have in life that you cling to. Everything, including your physical appearance, your youth, your parents, your girlfriends and boyfriends, your marriage, your career, your job, your money, everything, and you're going to lose your life. So really, the option here is, will you let it go willingly and consciously, or will you be unconscious and will you resist the process of letting go? Because those are the only two choices. There's no choice. You're going to have to let go of everything in your life because you're going to die. See, so let's prepare you for that now. See, if you invest a little bit every single day, it's almost like investing into a retirement account. Just like that, you know, they show you those charts where like if you start to invest into your 401k 20 years or 30 years before you go and retire, then the compound interest leads to these exponential results. At first, you know, the first 10 years of investing, you don't really get much out of it, but then the last 10 years, you get this massive spike in your wealth. That's exactly what's going to happen with this technique. So keep using it, and then the really big payoffs, these really big items, and ultimately letting go of your life, that's going to come towards the very end. And that's where the real fruits of it will come. And you'll notice that, you know, as you do psychedelics, as you meditate, as you do yoga and various other kinds of techniques, as you do spiritual work, as you do self-actualization work, you'll notice that this technique will come in handy in all those different areas. And then it'll come in handy in your family life. It'll come in handy with business. It'll come in handy with your health. It'll come in handy with your finances. You'll see that this technique is so universal and so powerful. Precisely because it's so simple and so fundamental. You see, because everything that's happening to you, all these things, whether it's in business or in family or at school or at work or whatever, it has to go through you, through your mind and through your emotional system. So if you're able to let go of stuff in your mind and let go of stuff in your body, various tensions and emotions in this way, like, yeah, that's a superpower. Because that is the nexus or the bottleneck through which all of life comes at you from. So if you're able to master that bottleneck and you're able to be the gatekeeper who is able to regulate that rather than having stuff just accost you from the outside, that's you taking control of your life. That's you taking responsibility for your emotions and for your reactions. And rather than reacting, now you're able to respond. And you're able to get some separation between the occurrence of the event and how you act. That gap, it could even just be a 10-second gap, is what makes you a much wiser human being. Because in that 10-second gap, that's where the wisdom comes from. And by not being attached to something, by not being needy about it, that's also where you can muster wisdom. And then eventually, if you do this, you'll master this technique and you'll become invincible, literally invincible. But the only way you'll get there is if you can have enough vision to see that this technique can be powerful and that doing it a little bit every single day over the years is something that you're committed to, something you believe in, something you find valuable. This is an investment you have to make into your future. So I recommend that you do just that. And that you return to this technique over and over again throughout the rest of your life. There's not going to be any point in your life in the future where this technique won't be useful to you. It can be useful to you every single day and every single year from now to middle age to old age and to your very death.